Um, yes, it's on recording now, and I want to welcome you to tonight's session where we are going to be discussing digital enterprises, um, how the role business analysis or we business analysts plays, making sure that digital enterprises are optimized so that the companies will get the maximum value from all the digital enterprises they are using. But before we do that, I know so many of us are struggling to understand what digital enterprise is all about. Digital enterprise are all these applications, modern organizations are using for their day-to-day activities, managing their important resources. They use it to manage their customers. They use it to manage their human resources. They use it to manage their finances, operations. Without all this, business cannot function very well. As a matter of fact, today's business is these digital enterprises. It's not the physical office we go to every day. That is not the office, today's business. And all these digital enterprises, most of them are on the cloud. So that is the reason why you can stay from your home and work effectively, because you don't really need to go to the office in order to access all the digital enterprises. Before you need to, but these days, cloud technologies have made it possible that you can work from anywhere around the world. All you need is internet connectivity and a laptop. You are working. Company that before those days, when I graduated, I know my company, then the enterprise we use those days are on premises. But these days, it's no longer on premises. Most of the on-premise enterprises has been migrated to the cloud. So let's understand this digital enterprise, because you cannot progress as a business analyst without understanding digital enterprise. What we call it is digital enterprise, but you might be hearing other names so that you won't get confused. You hear digital solutions, the same thing. You hear applications, the same thing. You hear products, the same thing. So they are all the same. So we might be using digital enterprise, application, software. They are the same. They are referring to the same thing. So I want to clear it now, because we are going to be using it. And again, if you are reading other texts, or if you are reading articles or blogs, you might be hearing some people will call it digital enterprise, some call it solution, some call it application, some call it softwares. Whichever one you hear, they are the same. And some of these digital enterprise we are talking about are CRM systems, like the one you guys are working on. We have ERP. ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. We equally have HR, digital enterprise, like SuccessFactors and the rest of them. They are very important to organizations, because without it, organization cannot manage the important valuable assets they have. What are those assets that are so valuable to every organization? They can't do without it. Number one is their money. No organization, even those that are claiming that they are non-profit organization, they don't want to make profit, they still value money. They don't play with their money. Like all the charity organization, Red Cross Foundation, and the rest of them, they all value money. Every organization value money. Even churches, they value money. What do they use to manage all this transaction, money going out, money coming in? That's a receivable, account receivable, account payable. Is all this application we call digital enterprise. And these are the group of enterprise we call ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. We have them. If you are hearing about those who are in accounting, you'll be hearing about Sage. You're hearing about SAP, we call it SAP those days. We are hearing about, we have accountants here. We have so many of them. Dynamics 365, finance and operation, Dynamics 365, business center. All these are digital enterprise we use to manage our resources like money. But money is not the Ahmed Young, please put yourself on mute. Then we'll have other digital enterprises like CRMs. CRM means customer relationship management system. That is CRM. That is another thing that is very important to every organization, their customers. Every organization, who doesn't love their customers? Is it bank? All of you know that every time banks are running around doing marketing, aggressive marketing, chasing customers up and down. We know that educational system, universities, even nursery schools, they value their customers. Who are their customers? They are students. Well, students, when your school, all the schools in your school, they cease to exist or they move to another school, you close. The same thing with churches. When churches, their parishioners or their church followers or God, when they cease to come, the church will close. Whom are you talking to? So we need CRM systems. I think there is no organization that doesn't require CRM system. If there is anyone, let me know. Everybody, let me that organization that doesn't have customers to deal with. There is none. Then we talk about HR. HR applications. Is there any company, organization that doesn't have human resources, employees working for them? That is, if I start talking about them, or IT support, let's just call it support. Customer support, IT support. That's where ITSM comes in. So all these are digital enterprise. This is the major thing you are coming in as a business analyst to do. What are you going to do? Implement them. So many of all these organizations I'm talking about doesn't have them. So you are going to help them implement them. Implementing them is just a one step you've taken towards achieving that goal. Most of these enterprise applications, they work like human beings. They need to communicate with other enterprise applications in order to work effectively. And that is where data communication comes in. And how do they communicate? They don't just, because you've implemented them, they start talking to each other. This is what we call integrations. As a good business, you are going to be doing a lot of integrations, integrating different enterprise applications so that they can work seamlessly, exchange information, share data seamlessly, share information seamlessly. It does not end there. From time to time, you see that companies they are using a digital enterprise, but they want a higher version. So you see them, they might be jumping from one digital enterprise to another digital enterprise until they get what they want. What does that mean? Migration, data migration. These are a lot of things we are going to be doing in what? That's digital enterprise. A lot happens there. Even after integration is not still enough. A lot of activities going on there. While we use some of these digital enterprise is because we want efficiency. We want to reduce the amount of errors, more especially data errors. So what does that mean? We need to automate most of the activities within the digital enterprise. And all this I'm talking about, all this I'm listing, who does this? Business analyst. So you can see your job is so much. What you do is accountable. And as we are doing this, this is how we are optimizing the organization, improving the way they work, driving customer satisfaction. When customers are happy, the sales will go up. When some of you are happy, the way I teach, is you that is going to go and tell your loved one, come, I've seen that guy. This guy is finer. That is word of mouth. They will bring people. They will come. So that is how we drive, sales. We drive revenue. We drive innovation, improvement in organizations, BAs. And when all these projects, they are going on, all these I'm listing, they are all projects. Implementation, fresh implementation, we call it green implementation. That fresh implementation is a project. Integration is a project. Data migration is a project. So many of them. Automation is a project. So you see all these activities. For instance, in this implementation you guys are doing, I've asked you guys to implement a CRM system, customer relationship management system for TOPay. This will help them to capture and manage their lead management, convert them to customers. Once you convert them to customers, you continue to manage them within the CRM system. You cannot manage them effectively just because you implemented a CRM system. Over time, if you continue to work with TOPay, you will be asked to do some integration. We might be asking you to integrate the CRM system with Facebook. Integrate the CRM system with LinkedIn. Integrate the CRM system with different applications. because this is where those customers, potential customers, this is where they are. And once it's properly integrated, every activity from all the social media will be coming into the CRM system. As we are doing integration, we call it, those who are in marketing should understand what I'm talking about. Digital marketing, we call it funneling. You're creating funnel from all the social media so that their potential customers will be channeling, getting, you see the way we create funnel. That is what we are doing. All this integration comes with funneling. Every chat, every activity, every question, you'll be getting all those from your CRM system. Other CRM systems like ERP, you still need to integrate them, integrate the CRM with ERP, so that those in sales and marketing can share information with those in finance and accounting. Because those, when there is sales from the sales department, the invoice need to be transmitted to the finance and the accounting in order to record the amount of revenue. You see the relationship? Because of this relationship, the two systems need to be integrated. You see that most of all these applications need to be integrated with the HR applications, because all the people working in finance, all the people working in CRM, they are all human resources, and they are being managed by human resources with a special application as well. They go on leave, they leave, some of them resign, some are coming in. So all these are a lot of activities going on in the CRM system or in all the enterprise application. So this is what enterprise application are. This is what they do for the organization. And more organizations are beginning to buy in, key in. Any company that are not using this enterprise application, we call them, they are still in the analog stage. That is digitalization we are talking about. When we are talking about digitalization, it's not just going to Facebook or creating a page in Facebook. It's about using the right software to manage your business, manage your employees, manage activities, manage workflow. All right, we have a note we need to look at so that I can show you some of the digital enterprise we have. So this digital enterprise here, the applications such as ERP, we've already spoken about ERP. We have CRM, customer relationship management. We have ITSM, IT, information technology, service management. We have HR. We have e-commerce. So many of them, uncountable. We have LMS for educational industry. So many of them. They are the backbone of modern business. Any company that is not using any of these enterprise application, they are just starting, or they just decide to be analog, and they will not last long in today's market, quote me. So, because a lot of companies want to be relevant, they need to be compliant. To be compliant in today's business, you need to have all this. Wherever you are, hospital, you have patients. How do you manage your patients' record? You need all these applications. So we have CRM, we have even supply chain, POS. There are so many of them. This is what we have called digital enterprise. And you, as a business analyst, you must understand this market. This is our market, solution market, digital solution market. All these digital enterprises, they have a marketplace. That is, we need to understand it, because from time to time, we are going to be shopping on behalf of our organization, going to the market to select this product for them, the one that fits their need. That's why we are going to be doing a lot of, you as a business analyst, you are going to be carrying out a lot of analysis. And after every analysis, you must conduct what we call solutions evaluation. You need to be evaluating solutions, different solutions. When it comes to CRM, the next thing you guys will be doing very soon is solution evaluation for CRM. Because we come to CRM, we have more than 500 CRM systems in the market. You need to understand them. If you do not understand them, how are you going to select one or recommend one or implement one for your organization? There is need to have extensive knowledge of this. You need to make research, you need to read. I'll try as much as I can to expose us to the different markets for evaluation. You understand what people are saying about different applications. Most of them have certifications. Like in Microsoft, if you really want to excel, in Microsoft alone, they have certification for all these digital, like CRM system, Dynamics 365 CRM. They have certification for it. If you write it, you pass, you become what we call functional consultants. And all these functional consultants, some of us will be hearing KPMG, you'll be hearing Accenture. Maybe some of us are even working or aspiring to work there. You're hearing Pricewater, PwC. You're hearing Ernst & Young. You are hearing Deloitte. All these consulting firms. You're hearing someone is working there in KPMG or Accenture. What are they doing? They're all business analysts. All of them are business analysts. And what they just that some of them, they just did one certification and pass. Either they did their CRM Microsoft certification and pass the exam. They become a functional consultant. That is the only thing there. So for you to become a consultant like that, you need to understand the market. It's just like you say you want to be a businessman. You relocate to Lagos to become a businessman. For you to really progress, it doesn't matter even if it's only electronics, you want to be in a Alaba market, you need to understand the Lagos market, not just Lagos market. Because in one way or the other, you might find yourself going to different other markets, either for supply, either for one thing or the other, or you need to understand the market. And if you are in a Alaba market, you need to understand the way the market functions. So that is the same thing. As a business analyst, For you to really survive and make it and progress, you need to understand this market, digital enterprise resources, their market, how it's structured. In every digital enterprise, we will have so many of them. You must learn how to select one for your organization, because it's something you cannot run away from. Okay, let's look at all these digital enterprise. All these digital enterprise, they have what we call vendors. Vendors are people that sell them or own them. There are so many of them in the market, but these are key players. Most of the digital enterprise that is we are using today, they are owned by some people like this. This, you see, we call this is a company. They are all companies. This is Salesforce. For now, they are very, very important when it comes to CRM system. They respect Salesforce CRM. Equally, this is Dynamics for Microsoft. It's all of them, even SAP, they have their own. Then we have SAP. SAP has been in the market for a long time. They have ERP, they have CRM, they have a lot. SAP solution, they have a lot of them. Then, so many of us started hearing about IT. The first thing we started hearing about IT is from Oracle. Oracle has been in the market for a very long time. And what are they doing? All this digital enterprise, or so we can call software. This is Google. Google today has become something else. As a matter of fact, what I'm using here is a Google product. It's still a digital enterprise. I have so many of them we are using for free. Microsoft, they are selling their own, but Google, they are giving us, like this Google Doc I'm using is free. We have Google Sheet, we have Google Slide, we have so many other, even these Google Meet I'm using now, they are all digital enterprise. They are all applications. How do you survive without using all this into this business? You can see my business is very smooth because I've come to understand how to use this. Schools that knows how to use this very well is going to reduce stress for students. It's going to reduce stress for lecturers as well. They know how to use all this digital enterprise. That is the importance of it. Then we have Amazon Web Services. They have their own a lot of, even if you go to their, they started this cloud services, and so many started following them. And that is what we call cloud computing. I think some of you are already in a cloud computing class. They are all digital solutions, digital enterprise. We have, this is Dynamics 365 application. Their ecosystem is too big. And that's why they are, Microsoft, that's how they dominated their market. Their market is unbelievable. There's nothing they don't have. And all their products happen to be the best. There's nothing. The others are following it, like we see Microsoft and others. Yeah. So these are just a handful of them to give you idea of those who owns this digital enterprise we are talking about. So if we are talking about understanding the market, you need to understand it from the grassroots. This is the grassroots. These are the people that are producing it. So if you need to understand, you need to understand all these stuff from their applications, the solutions they are producing. That is the market we are talking about. So for purpose of this lesson, we are going to narrow it down to one digital enterprise or the one vendor. We are going to narrow it to Microsoft Dynamics. We can't talk about all the digital enterprise, all the vendors. We can't look at it. That's why I say you need to read, you need to research. So on your own, if you want to know more, you need to go to Salesforce. If you go to their website, try to understand their CRM, ERP. If you go to SAP, all these things are companies. They have websites. If you go to Oracle, the same thing. If you go to Google, Amazon Web Services, and then if you go to Microsoft, the same thing. But let's drill down using Microsoft. So if you come to Microsoft, this is Microsoft's Dynamics 365 Enterprise application. This is their market. We call it their ecosystem. You might not see it well, but as soon as you get the note, maybe you'll see. But you see here, we have up to 5 of them here, 5 markets here, 5 different enterprise application. You see, number 1 here is ERPs. If you come to ERP is not only one enterprise application. We have different types of ERPs. We have ERP for small man. We have small company. We have ERP for middle company. We have ERP for large companies. Like that is it here. We have F&O, ERP F&O for large enterprise. We have ERP Business Central for small and medium. That's how we are. Then if you come to CRM solutions, we have different types of CRM solutions. We have CRM sales. That is the one we are implementing. Then we have CRM sales professional. We have CRM relationship sell. We have CRM customer service. We have CRM field service. We have CRM marketing. They're all CRM or different CRMs. So as a business analyst, it's your duty to, because this might look so complex to so many organizations. They need someone who understands this very well. And that's why you see company, when it comes to digital transformation, if they think of the stress involved, because it's difficult to get good digital transformation team. The IT professionals, they are on the high demand because we don't have enough people that understand this market very well. That's why they consult it, they outsource their digital transformation to companies like KPMG, Accenture. Most of the time I do work for organizations. Most of the technical partners I work with are from KPMG, some of them from Accenture, so many other technical We call them technical partners. So, like now we're implementing the CRM cells for TOPAY. Tomorrow we might say, okay, we need to upscale, and we decided that we need to add another module to this, and we decided that yes, we need to implement Dynamics 365 CRM marketing. We add it to this particular cells. Tomorrow or next tomorrow, we can say, okay, we have CRM cells, we have CRM marketing, we have CRM customer service. We can even say, let's add a field service, depending on the kind of operation. But you see, sales, customer service, and marketing, most companies need it. But in our own case, if we are starting, we can just say, let's start from CRM sales. And then, so the point I'm trying to make here is that the need for the digital optimizing is trying to get the best out of this system, make it more refined, trying to get the best out of it. That is the optimization. Then here we have modular services like Dynamics 365 CRM e-commerce. That's modular. We have Dynamics 365, not CRM, Dynamics 365 commerce, Dynamics 365 human resources. They equally have mobile application and so many of them. It depends on what you need. They equally have AI solutions. They have mixed reality. There are so many of them. There's nothing you look for, you will not get. They have dynamic services. So a lot of applications, you are looking for them, but the most common for now is ERP, CRM, and modular services. Every company will want to have all these applications. So many do not have. Is the way it should be is that every organization, if you have 1 million churches in Nigeria, all these 1 million churches should have it. If we have 1 million schools, both primary and secondary school, they should have it. At least you should have one of these. All these markets, they should have it. Big markets, businesses are going, e-commerce are, keep on expanding. Internet penetration. So that is how the need for all these keep expanding, and the need for you and me keep going up. So now we keep on drilling down. Let's drill down to CRM solutions from the whole ecosystem. If we are coming to look at it close range, this is CRM solutions. Like now, I'm asking people to implement CRM solutions. You should know that the CRM solutions we are looking for is for sales. It's not for customer service. And it's not for field service. And it's not for marketing. So, and that's it. This is sales. You need to understand everything about the sales. For instance, if you are trying to look at Dynamics 365 CRM sales, what do they have? If you are a company want to implement one, you need to understand the problem your company is having, and then you come to the CRM system you want to implement. You look at their features, all their features, for you to understand if they can be able to solve the problem your organization are having. If they have that kind of feature, then that is number one. You start from there, meaning that they can. So if you are looking to select a system for your organization, you need to make sure that that CRM or the enterprise application can solve the problem by going to them, look closely, and find out if they have the features to solve the problem. In our own case, what are we looking for? What do we want to achieve? We want to improve on our lead and contact management. If you come down here, you say Dynamics 365 CRM sales. Okay, what do they have? You see client management, contact management, good. We say lead and contact management, but as we are drilling down, we already see contact management, which is a big plus for us. Okay, we see marketing, another big plus for us, because we need to create marketing campaign in order to get the lead, which is a big win for us. Then we'll see where are these customers are, how are we going to get even this lead. So many of these leads are in Facebook, they are in LinkedIn. You come down here, you see LinkedIn integration. So a big plus for us, because we should be able to integrate this CRM with LinkedIn very easily. LinkedIn integration means that they already have a connector through which we can easily integrate without going to write much code. Making sense for us. Sales, another good. Order management, another, proposal management. Then lead management, which is the main thing we are looking for. We have lead management, we have contact management. Then we have to start. If you have a pen and a paper and you are trying to select a CRM system, then you need to write Dynamics 365 CRM, because you can see what we are looking for is already here. This is what we do during the solutions evaluation, which we are going to treat later. Then we have other things they have is product information management, competitors management, Microsoft Team integration, another advantage, Microsoft relationship sales integration. You see the integration here, they can be integrated with so many applications here already that doesn't require much effort. This that doesn't require custom integration here. So this is how this works. If you are looking for marketing, you understand what are they, or this is customer services. You need to understand the kind of customer service challenge they're having. You come down here to look at it very well and understand. You see here, you see customer service center. So with this, you can manage customer service center very well. For instance, if your company have different customer service centers, with this is good. Connected customer service, queue management, case management, tax management, service calendar. You see, if you are looking at managing your customer, creating a very good customer service environment, digital environment, you can see that this is very good. Then if you are looking for marketing, if you come here, you see everything about marketing. You see customer journey, you see deep personalization experience, you see event, you see so many of you here. Do you see what is happening there? Let me say this company called Temu is a Chinese company that is not been long the company started, And I know a lot of Nigerians are using it already. A lot of people are using it here in UK as well. Now, because they know what they are doing, they have good business analysts, they have good digital transformation team working behind them. Everywhere you go, you see them. How are they doing this? They are doing this kind of magic through something like Dynamics 365 marketing. This is where, in a situation like this, is where they plan all their marketing. You see digital marketing, marketing campaign, email marketing, layout editor, all this. They use this to plan everything, and it starts working, coupled with AI integration that is there with so many of all these. Today they have inbuilt AIs, and with that, you see the way what you can do for your organization. That's what you can do. So if, for instance, a company did this, if a church employs me as a BA and they want their sermon to go viral, get something like this, plan it, and once we have the sermon is out, after planning, everybody in Facebook, everywhere you go, you see sermon will be following you. And that's it. Before you see the pastor's face everywhere. The sermon will go viral. The pastor will go viral. The church will go viral. That is what an enterprise application can do for you. This is where they plan all this magic. That is where everything happens. And once they plan it, it goes out to different social media through the link, because they're all integrated. All you need is plan one and you will just go out, and that's how all this works. This is digital marketing. We're not talking about digital marketing. When we talk about digital marketing, we'll talk about this. But this is what you can achieve through these enterprise applications. So, and if we drill it down further, say we're more interested in sales, which that is your assignment you guys are working on. So this is how it looks like. Once it's implemented, if we implement this CRM system I've asked you guys to implement, you are going to have an environment similar to this. And that's how, from here, you can be managing whatever you need to manage. So. And if we are going further on ERP, this is ERP. For those who might be a bit confused, we are using Dynamics, and Dynamics, we are using Dynamics as an example. And Dynamics is a product of Microsoft. So that doesn't mean that is the only ERP or only CRM. Like when we were starting, I told you we have Salesforce, we have SAP, we have Oracle. All of them have CRM as well. All of them have ERP as well, but we are just picking one for the purpose of this lesson, for us to understand what digital enterprise is all about. So going forward or further, we're talking about ERP now. We finished with CRM. Now, if you're looking at ERP, you have different ERPs. This is how so many of them, like here you see Dynamics Finance. See it here, there's finance, and we have ERP, we have supply chain, we have project operations, then we have business central. This business central is for a small and medium enterprise. And this finance management for middle and big companies. So if you are looking at optimizing your finance and account department, this is what you need here. You see here, revenue recognition, credit management, inter-economy, so intercompany, treasury, organization administration, accounts receivable, budgeting, audit, account payable, cash and bank management, vendor invoicing, cost management, consolidation, general ledger, fixed assets, expense management, payroll, tax, finance insights, finance embedded, Power BI, and asset. So many of them, you can see what you can achieve here. Almost everything you want in finance is here. One thing we do all the time is account payable and account receivable. We do bank reconciliation, that's bank management. You see them here, but this is for large companies. If you are looking for medium companies, if you come to this business central captures a lot for you as well. You see, business central, with little money, you can equally still use this. You have account payable, treasury, and the rest of them. Which one be this now? Okay, that's it. By now we should be getting a feel of how this works. And trying to implement it, I already shared a workflow or a breakdown structure, but this can be a roadmap, creating a roadmap on how till you get the implementation done. So, and integrations, some of them, all these things, they cannot work in isolation. You see, for them to work very well, if this is the enterprise application itself, then all these other enterprise application, this is for every enterprise application to work very well, it needs to be integrated with maybe even third-party application. Like you can integrate with, you see the way this is just an integration. All this, you are sharing information with different applications, like SAP application, Microsoft Dynamics application, Amazon, Shopify, Zoho, and the rest of them. For that to work, that's what I mean by optimization. For that to work, it's not just about implementation. Okay, in this is implementation. After implementation, yes, it starts working. But at that point, it's still working in isolation. Meaning that you might not get the best out of it. You can only get the best when you integrate it and you start sharing information seamlessly. You don't need to send in information as an email attachment All the people that need information have access to that information. All you need that the enterprise administrator will give everybody access based on the amount of information you need. Based on your role, they know the amount of access and the access control they should be given to you, the amount of access they will give you. So with that, you see, that is how it works, and everything will be highly optimized. Okay. Why business analysis is crucial in the context of this enterprise application? I've already said it, but let's read out what we have on the notes. Alignment with organizational objective. Effective business analysis ensures that enterprise application aligns seamlessly with organizational goals and objectives. Means by understanding business need, analysts can tailor this application to enhance efficiency, reduce cost, and drive strategic initiative. Requirements, elicitation, and definition. Business analysts plays pivotal role in eliciting and defining requirements for enterprise application. What do you mean by eliciting? Gathering requirement gathering or data collection. When you gather all these requirements, then you process them. That's one major thing, because it's your duty to understand the need. That's when we'll talk about understanding stakeholders and their expectation. That their expectation is, what do they need? Find out what they need will help you to understand the kind of enterprise application you are going out to shop for them. This involves understanding users' need, documenting functional specification, and ensuring that the application meets the diverse requirements of different stakeholders. Like now we are going to be having different stakeholders. If you are implementing an enterprise application like Business Central, you can have marketing using it, you can have finance using it, you can have sales using it. So you need to understand how different departments, these are different stakeholders, different focus group, how are they going to use it? Okay, optimizing application functionality. Business analysts assess the functionality of enterprise application to ensure that they address specific business challenge. You are not just going to adopt it and implement it for your organization, because other organization, everybody is migrating to the cloud, everybody is implementing CRM system, and you think your company needs. You must have a need, a documented need, a documented challenges they are coming to solve. You have to list them. Everybody will just glancing will see what that application is bringing to the table. So through thorough analysis, they identify opportunities for customization, enhancement, or integration to optimize overall application performance. User adoption, facilitating user adoption, understanding user need and expectation is critical for the successful adoption of enterprise application. Business analysts bridge the gap between end user and technical team, ensuring that applications are user-friendly and meet the requirements of diverse user group. Everything application we are trying to implement today, we implement it in such a way that, or we look for those that are more user-friendly. Because if the application is very good and nobody can use it, it's of no use. It must be user-friendly. Who does that? business analyst. It's either you get the one that is already user-friendly, or you tailor it so that it can be configured in such a way that is going to be user-friendly, and you train the users in such a way that they can easily grasp and start using it. Data-driven decision-making. Business analysis involves a comprehensive evaluation of data and metrics generated by enterprise application. Analysts interpret the information to provide insights. Most of these applications have their own metrics, information dashboard already there. The business analyst should be able to optimize it so that they can generate the kind of report and the kind of insights needed to help organization make decisions at a glance. It doesn't require so much effort. As a matter of fact, before waiting for data analysts to do all the analysis and whatever, every application now have inbuilt dashboard. So the system is analyzing the data within and be providing insight. So the data analyst, their role is coming to analyze some of the complex data, but what they are going to be giving to you is just basic data-driven insight. But complex trend and things, this is where the data analysts start coming in. Change management and adaptability. Enterprise applications often undergo updates, expansion, or integration. Business analysts facilitate smooth transition by managing change effectively. They assess the impact of changes on processes, people, and technology, ensuring minimal disruption to operation. Like I said earlier, for us to get the best out of all these digital enterprise, over time, we need to start integrating them with other applications, third-party applications. And over time, company continue to update. Maybe they added more feature that is very good. Then they find out there is need to continue update of the digital. You implemented it, but you continue to update the system. You might have version 1, before you know the version 2 is out. When every version comes out, it calls for a small project to update the system. Cost efficiency and resource optimization. Through effective business analysis, organization can identify areas for cost optimization within enterprise application. These include streamlining process, eliminating redundancies, and ensuring effective resource utilization. All these enterprises we're having, once we have them, the purpose of adopting them is that it will going to help us to reduce all these bottleneck. Bottleneck we call, all these redundancies, waste of time. We streamline a lot of processes, automate a lot of activities. In lead management, if the lead is being manually managed, we can automate the lead. Even the lead qualification, we don't need to go manually to qualify the lead. We automate the system, we set parameter for every activity. So, and once you meet one parameter, it's either it goes left or it goes right, or it goes up or it goes down. To create, at every point, we create small logics all the way, and the system will be managing itself. One activity will trigger another activity will trigger another activity, and all these things are happening within the speed of light and without human effort. That is why, another reason why we need them. This is what we call automation. When you automate a lot of processes, everything will be moving fast. And you find out that you can even leave the system to work on its own, and you channel your energy on other things. reducing, you know, a lot of manual input. All the manual labor, which after working, you find out there is error everywhere. When the system is working on ESM, everything is perfect, no error. Then quality assurance and risk mitigation. Business analysts contribute to quality assurance by identifying potential risks and challenges associated with enterprise application. They adopt strategies to mitigate this risk and enhancing the overall reliability and resilience of the applications. Like BAs they are like midfielders. There's nothing they cannot do. If they have quality assurance officers, they do some of these risks. If you have risk analysts, companies do have risk analysts alone. What we do is assessing different type of risk in different projects, different application, called a risk analyst. But if they don't have you business analysts, you are champion. You can do that. If they don't have quality assurance, you can do that. Even if they don't have a project manager, you can still do it. And then continuous improvement. Business analysis is an iterative process that promotes continuous improvement. By regularly assessing the performance of the enterprise application, analysts identify opportunities for enhancement, ensuring that application evolves alongside changing business need. So continuous improvement is what I mean, continuous optimization. You continue to improve. If the system, you find out the system is now reducing manual labor by 10%, oh, you can say, okay, you find other areas to automate within the system. Before you know it, you find out that it's now reducing manual labor by 70%. That's continuous improvement. Then you can say, okay, if this can reduce manual labor by, 70%, okay, I want it to reduce error, data error, this and that. You automate a lot of things. You measure, you find out that if there has been errors due to manual handling, all the data input, everything is now automated. Is going to reduce, data error and improve data quality. You have to continue to find areas to automate, to integrate in order to increase the efficiency. And before you know it, everything will, even sales, revenue, the company will become the talk of the town. Everything will go viral. And that is what you get from all this. When you have good BAs that understand how to optimize all these applications. So, in conclusion, effective business analysis is paramount for the success of enterprise application. If you implement enterprise application and you do not know how to use it very well, you might not get the best. As a matter of fact, you are going to get frustration. So you need to know how to get the best out of it so that everybody will be happy. It ensures alignment with organizational objectives, facilitates user adoption, support data-driven decision-making, enable adaptability, optimize costs, mitigate risk, and promote continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is everything, even in our life. If you are not improving yourself continuously, then you will be outdated very soon as a professional. That's what you guys are doing here, is what we call continuous improvement. continuous self-development. Organizations are that way. They need to continue to improve. If you look at us, we continue to improve on our look, more especially ladies. They are ready to spend any amount of money to make sure that their face is shining, glittering. That is what we call continuous improvement. You can change from this all these cosmetics. There's one they call Mary Kay, or is it? Am I correct? You know?
You're correct, sir.
Okay, they change from Mary Kay to this Mary B to Mary J. You know? And it's not only women. All this enterprise application for company to be challenging. If you see this small company that just Temu I use for example, you see the way it took over the market, just like that, boom, everywhere, Temu, just like that. It's like that everywhere. Now you see all this influencer, you see a young girl will come, the way he package himself, he become the talk of the town. Everybody will start following the pay. That is continuous improvement. If you continue to improve yourself like that, that's who will tell you, nobody have the gut to come and tell you there is no job. While in your CV, you are a data analyst, you are a business analyst, you are a project manager. You've worked with this, you've worked with that, you know, you see as CV is becoming IT tech intimidating. Well, others are just coming, I'm a fast, you know, so many of you in your CV, when people are telling you I'm a fast learner, you know that person doesn't have much to come. It does no experience. We are not here for fast learners. We want people that are coming to teach us what they already know. And you're telling me, who is going to teach you? Whom are you going to learn from in the organization? They are not hiring you for you to come and learn. They are hiring you for you to even come and teach them. And they are calling in your CV, you are telling me I'm a fast learner and this and that. You already downgraded yourself. So it doesn't work that way again. You are a fast learner. You're on your own. So that is how we continue to use this. So organizations that optimize business, prioritize business analysis in the context of enterprise application are better positioned to maximize the value and impact of the critical technology asset. Like I said, they are very valuable assets if you know how to use it. But so many people might not know how to use it, you know. So just like having it is not enough, you know. Having it is not enough. I know so many ladies, even during their birthday, they will buy them a lot of cosmetics, a lot of this thing. They will not use it. They will tell you, am I doing it for who? I'm married. You know, they will just be looking tattered because they are married. So, and they have, if you go to their, you see a lot of jewelries packed in their wardrobe. If you go to their, you see a lot of cloth there. They are not using it. You have them, but you are not using it. You know, but some who knows how to use it, they use it to package themselves. Even if they are, you see the people, they will, hi, how are you? They'll be, although they are married, they'll still be checking them. I'm not saying you should go and try a married woman, but I'm telling you that they still married women. When you tell them hello, they are still happy because you feel them makes that they are still in the market. All of you know, I know I'm saying the truth. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Am I lying?
You are not lying, you are honest, you are saying the truth.
So that is the way all these things. If you know the way you, whatever you have used it for, like some people have jewelry they've never worn. Some people even I don't even know whether gold, some people that have gold is in there, they never use it. Why is it there? Is it for so that they will be, I don't know how, because some people have gold and they've never won that gold. They just keep it there. It will be there, waiting for them to die so that their children will inherit it. I don't even understand. Jewelries are meant to be worn. Good clothes are meant to be worn. If you have a good car, it's meant to be driven and things. But some people will just pack it there. Pack it there. They would put it in such a way. Who touched my gold? This is not how I left it. So thank you for your active listening. And if you have a question, all yours now. If you have questions, you raise your hand. Okay, we are starting with Sonia.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, when you talked about third-party application to integrate these products, is Zapier one of them?
Zapier is just like a layer. We call it a layer. Zapier is not a third-party application you use to. But so many of these applications, before you can integrate a third-party application, we have what we call third-party layer. You can use Zapier as a third-party layer. Zapier is a connector where you can use to connect to third-party application. Zapier is not it's just an integrating software, but it's not the third-party application you are integrating. For instance, if you want to integrate Amazon, although I know Amazon, they should have that, but I'm just using it as an example. If you want to integrate Amazon with Salesforce CRM, and you find out there is no connector between Amazon and the CRM system, then you have to get a layer, a middle layer that will, these two applications will connect from. If they don't have it, then it means the developers will build a custom code to integrate these two applications. So it's just like a third-party middle layer that integrates the two systems. That's what Zapier is all about. And we have so many of them like Zapier.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Chinenye Abba.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Charles, and good evening, everybody. My question is, please, sir, I would really like to know the difference between CRM and the ERP, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Call the full meaning of both of them. Let me know if you understand them very well first. Because I mentioned the full meaning of both of them. What is CRM? Chinenye. Hello.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. I was on mute. Can you hear me now?
I said, what is the full meaning of CRM?
Okay, customer relationship management.
Okay, what is the full meaning of ERP?
Enterprise resource planning. Then
Okay.
system.
Okay, you see, the other one is for customers alone.
Yeah.
Customers alone. And the other one is for enterprise resource. You know, their resource is their money and their human capital. All of you know that employees, we call them human resources. They are resources, and their money is part of their resources. So the other one is they use it to manage human resources, manage monetary resources like finance. The other one is for customer management, customer relationship, to manage customer. That's basically the difference in a layman's world. Is that understand?
Okay, sir. So the ERP is used within the organization, like just for the staffs, while CRM is like managing the customers.
I say, is it the only stuff I said? Is it only stuff I said that is resources?
Okay, you said human resources
And what?
and I think materials or something.
I didn't say much. I say finance.
Finances. Yeah.
I say finance.
Okay.
What is the resources? What is the resources? Resources are finance, organizational resources, human capital. That's why we call them human resources. These are two important assets. Then customers are still part of it, but you can see that customers, they are a bit external at this point, because you don't have a full control of them. They can leave, they can come in anytime. So your relationship with them is, but your staff, once you sign agreement, for this period of time you sign agreement with them, that's contract, offer letter, they belong to you. Their money is your money. So these are the two things. Customers is for CRM. Then other resources, finance, human resources, this is for ERP.
Understood, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. All right. I think we don't have any more questions at this point. So Amuchi Shulamite that has been disturbing my class.
Sorry, sir. Good evening, sir.
Why are you disturbing my class?
Sorry.
And you are bearing my surname. Put on your camera.
There is no light here, sir.
That is your punishment for disturbing my class.
Even if I on my camera, you will not see.
Okay, carry on with your question.
Okay. Please, I wanted to ask, the CRM tools, is hotspots included?
Yeah, it's one of them.
Okay.
I see only that one. Is that the only one you know?
That's the only one Equi taught us. But she said we should buy.
That's
okay,
not true. That is not the only one.
That is not true, I beg you.
That's not true.
That's not the only one, you.
That's
not the only one. There are plenty.
We have Hotspot, we have
Zoho, Salesforce, Zendesk, FreshDesk.
Oh, no. Zendesk.
Zendesk, FreshDesk. She taught us all that.
FreshDesk is FreshDesk and Zendesk is for customer support. Yeah. Zendesk for IT support, not just customer, but IT. Well, you can equally use it for customer, but mainly for IT support. It's a bit robust, can use customer support as well. But some of them I don't know, like if like Zendesk, you can use it for like lead management and this. But HubSpot, Soho are very good. You know, they are very good for. They are very good for, yeah. But what I'm saying, all these are either because they are quite cheaper. Like HubSpot, they have free version, which is very good. Yeah. But using it, you learn how to, I think we taught you people how to use it as a sales rep or as a marketer. But using it, what we are looking at it, what we are going to do here is not how to use it, but how to implement it, how to build it, that other people can use it. You are now implementing it as a business analyst and as a developer, which if you implement it, after implementing it for the organization, is now going to be a duty as a business analyst to equally train the users how to use it, like sales rep, sales managers, marketers are going to use it. It's going to be a duty to equally train them, create a training material to train them on how to use it. Because what I'm saying is that I've met where some of I know, yes, knowing how to use it. I know CRM. Knowing how to use a CRM is different from implementing a CRM. So, but it's good that you already have user knowledge of some of this system. Any more questions? Okay. All right. Thank you for joining, and I have to release you so that some of you will go and do some weekend activity. And some of you
Like
get
what,
back
sir?
Olingo.
Wow.
Some
Oringo
of you
is
get,
Friday
costly
night
now,
for those.
sir.
yeah?
Oringo is costly now, sir.
Yeah, but life no get duplicates.
Have you?
You have to service